You are live.
We are live.
Yes, you are live.
Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of The Mind of the Martyr. Hope today finds you well. Hope it's been not freezing cold like it has been for most of us, I feel, or at least in the UK it has. And I know that it's been very cold for Jesse over in the New Yorks as well. Um,
It
but
was negative
yeah,
23 degrees this morning.
in like correct temperature or
No,
like
in incorrect.
American
I
temperature.
don't want to know
Right,
what
got
it
it.
was in incorrect temperature.
Okay, got it. Cool. Yeah. So hopefully it wasn't that cold for you. Fingers crossed. Yeah, we are here to play some D&D. We're here to have some fun. But before we do that, there are a few messages that I need to go ahead and throw out real quick. We do have a few folks that help keep us on the air as friends who roll dice and letting us do our thing. First folks we see is the wonderful folks at Dice Envy. There's usually a spot that plays before this, but I think there was a tech thing, so that's fine. We'll gloss over that. It's all good. Yeah, Dice Envy are a fantastic dice company. They create a whole bunch of various different patterns and use various different materials. The biggest one that is usually the draw for them is their themed dice sets, whether that be themed around streamers and people in the space or many memes. There are many memes about many meme dice. But yeah, you can go ahead and check them out. Use our affiliate code in the chat, and some of that goes towards helping us out and keep us on the air and bring you more fantastic shows. Check them out at Dice Heavy. We also have the wonderful folks at Grinding Coffee, a Black LGBT owned coffee company that create a wide range of different flavors and blends. They are fantastic. They support a whole bunch of awesome people in the space, so you should definitely go and check them out at Grinding Coffee Co. Throw in FWRD for some money off your order. That goes towards helping the channel, and you would be supporting an independent company of marginalized communities. So it's a win-win all round. Go ahead and check them out. They are fantastic. The other folks that keep us kicking, so to speak, is Roll20. We are a Roll20 Spotlight stream. Roll20 is an online tool set that you can use to bring your pen and paper RPGs all the way from the the real world, as it were, into your small screens in front of you. You can go ahead and use it for free and sign up and create games. You can go ahead and pay for pro packages, which will give you far more options. They give you some free games, give you some GM tools like dynamic lighting and the like. And there's also a marketplace for you to be able to pick up entire TTRPGs that are pre-set up to be used with Roll20. Whether that be your big names that everyone knows, like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, etc., all the way to those wonderful indie darlings that everyone knows and loves, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Junkshire, and the like. Go ahead and check them out at roll20.net. And that is how we roll. With those being said, let's go ahead and jump into the episode here. Austin, as last session was centered a little bit more around Nawe, why don't you go ahead and recap for us? What exactly happened last session?
Last lesson we all learned in the session that so now he's been getting ready for a big old ceremony graduation, as it were. She found out all her friends have made it to the Vale, and she thinks it's super great that they're all here and that her mom talked to her friends equally, all of her friends that she's so excited to see. And she can't wait to see her friends. That's kind of everyone else seems like they were like up to some other stuff behind the scenes off camera. But mostly now we was getting ready and everyone was making their way downtown, as it were, in their finest studs that Mara acquired for them, to see Naui ceremony.
Oh, yeah. And that's kind of where we're brought back into the scene as this group of individuals have created this small kind of amphitheater a little ways away from the Bright Scale residence, so to speak. Multiple people from multiple different families, and of course, your friends and allies that you've brought here, all gathered in the Verdant Vale for this. Sections of the amphitheater have been reserved as individuals are working on some kind of mixture or concoction that they're using different ingredients for, including the ingredients that you, as a party, helped them procure. There is this silhouetted individual standing a little away from everyone at the moment, watching everything intently. A sense of kind of just watching over, making sure that everything is done correctly and to almost to their standard. There's just that kind of air of importance and stature around them. And that's where we kind of step into the story here as Naui, you leave the little abode that's been created and begin to walk your path to the ceremony. You see the individuals gathered around you, the guards keeping watch, the people sat, watching intently, waiting. The floor is yours.
Yeah, so now you're all like seated in the amphitheater, and I didn't realize this when I was making this in my head. It's not meant to be like a wedding, but it definitely is like now he's like entering from the back kind of situation. There isn't any like music being played. You just like the sounds of nature and the forest and the whatnot. And as now we like strides forward and you eventually see her, you see she's in this like heavy, like deep emerald green cloak that is pretty plain. You may have expected it to be like decorated or to be like ornate or bejeweled or something. And then the people that are off to the side preparing this concoction get ready to pick it up and bring it over to the stage. And this figure that's been kind of like off to the side steps forward to it. And you see her open up her hand and drop in one flower. And everyone else, the amphitheater is silent, but then it like goes silent, you know, because there's like side conversations and like murmurs, and everyone like stops and watches her do that. And the only thing we hear is like now we like catch her breath a little on the stage, like a and then the figure almost as effortlessly kind of strides back into a dark corner. And you can't really tell if they're still there or if they left or what's happening, but everyone kind of goes back to what they were doing. They bring the concoction over, and then a small little goblin walks up to the stage. They're also dressed mostly plainly, except instead of like a full dragon's mask, they kind of have like a half mask, you know, like their mouth is out. And they begin to talk. Today, we are here to witness Naui, Bright Scale, transcend to the next stage of her life, as it were. It is a honor and blessing to be chosen for this ceremony. Not all may become one of the Veil Riders, but those who answer the call are honored among our clan and among all of the people of the Veil. They hold an important rank and file, and well, we don't do these often. It's good to see everybody. Ted, how you doing? And you see now his mom like, right, yes, sorry, Madam Brightscale. I'm a bit rusty. The last one was roughly 40 years ago. And 40 years in here is like 100 years. So I apologize. Naui, if you would. And you see Naui step forward. And she, from underneath her cloak, you see her pluck, you see my hair and drop it into the concoction, and it starts to emit this clear, like white smoke starts to come out of the pot. And then the goblin looks back and it's like, all right, well, we'll get this show on the road, everybody. And they dip a ladle in, and then you see them walk around. Now when you see someone like kind of run up to the stage and put a ladder behind, like a step ladder behind Naui, and they walk up. And Naui lifts the cloak off of her head for the first time. And braided through her locks are various flowers from nature. She has, just think of a flower, it's probably in her hair. Her nose ring that she always has, she has like the chain link to an earring. And she looks out at you three and she gives a little smile and like a half nod, like a hey. And you see her kind of like fiddling with her hands. And you see her like look at her mom, and her mom rolls her eyes, and then she puts a hand over your face, Dewan. And then Naui undoes the cloak and is like bare. And then the goblin takes this concoction and is like, well, before us, we've at one point had Naui Brightscale, but now, and then they pour it over Naui's head, and as soon as it hits her, there is a small explosion, is the best way to describe it. And a flash, and when the flash subsides from your eyes and they stop like kind of burning, there's this like mist rolling off of her, and you see the emerald scale she showed you before, they start to spread more along her arms and her hands and her body and her neck, and they start to spread over her, like up around her eyes, and you see some of them almost like when you are playing like whack-a-mole and the thing like flips, like some of them like flip and they start to turn golden. And as that happens, everyone starts to gasp when they start to turn golden. And it's not all of them, it's more, it's not even like, it's probably like a 60-40 split between like emerald and golden. And the goblin kind of sitting there is like, well, shit. I mean, fuck, sorry, ma'am. Now presenting Naui Brightscale, the golden guardian of the Verdant Vale. And yeah, everyone starts to clap and cheer. And when Naui's mom starts to take her hand down the clap, you see her quickly pick up the cloak.
So I like to imagine that Mara missed the flash, because when you disrobed, she would have turned to whoever was on her left and went, "That's our girlfriend."
Yeah. Meanwhile, Dallin would have heard the small explosion and like pulled the hand down.
Yeah.
there's a little bit of residue from this chemical as this small kind of explosion has puffed it out. So as this ends and everyone is applauding and everyone is excited, you see Nawi, you see a tear welling up in your father's face. Just one tear, one solitary tear. And the kind of like the dust and the sparkle of where this concoction had taken form seems to spread out almost a little bit around you, Nami, and this whole area now has just a little cloak of these shimmering kind of green and gold particles in the air. You get a feeling, Nami, just someone looking at you. And as you kind of clock that subconsciously and you turn back towards where this figure had faded back into the shadow, you just get a single nod of approval before the figure vanishes.
Shit. Now he says to herself.
You see people beginning to kind of pack up the the stuff and the things around, and begin to kind of pull out more celebratory drinks and foods and things like that. And you feel your senses being heightened a little, Nawi. There's almost a little... You're used to being more in tune with nature, being as you are, but you can feel a trickle of just information, as it were. Not violent, not difficult to deal with, but you realize that you're just noticing a little more about this place that you've spent most of your life in. It's a very strange experience, but there's just a little more that your senses are being able to take in. And that feeling lasts for a few seconds before being promptly interrupted by arms being thrown around your shoulders. Just, oh, I knew you could do it. I knew it. I'm so pleased. I'm so thrilled. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
Are you okay? Do you need some water?
Yes,
Need a drink?
I would like to go put on clothes before I see my friend. My friend.
Oh yes, of course. Yes. Right. Yes. I laid you out something back.
Yes,
back
thank you.
in the.
I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm very. Yes, it's not the proper way for this.
No, of course, of course. I did my best to.
Did your
Go ahead.
She's like, what do you mean? Did your best? Is you did it?
She realizes what she said and just went, no, go. And I'm like, begins to push you away towards the tent.
Yeah, I'll go change. Other people can have a scene.
She'll turn back towards the party here and just... That went swimmingly. I'm incredibly thrilled.
So what usually happens? Was that what usually, because people gasped and so...
Binti, what exactly is this ceremony?
So you've seen the more protective aspect of the veil, the people who keep us safe, the individuals in armor with weapons that you've seen, the people who protect the veil from all. Well, occasionally there are individuals who receive a slightly higher calling, I guess you could say. I know that's a little vague, but we're not entirely 100% sure how it works either. An individual who receives this essentially is invited to become a veil rider. they're kind of an elite sort, guardians of the veil that are usually used by the veil to protect the people inside and its interests beyond its borders, if that makes sense. Veil Riders aren't exactly common by any means. When one is anointed, so to speak, it is usually exactly when one is needed. They gasped because, one, it's a slightly different process for each Veil Rider, and two, Veil Riders have been known to exude different traits when being elevated to this position. The gold was, and the expanding of the scales was a little unexpected, but it could have been worse, I suppose.
Is it characteristic of the Bright Scale clan, or was it just characteristic of Nawi?
A little of both. The Bright Scales have had a few Veil Riders in our time in the Veil, and some of those individuals had interactions with their scales. I'm not sure if Nawi has properly mentioned to you, but we all have a small kind of column, the back of our necks and down, little scales. Some of us more pronounced than others, but it is a trait that we all share in the Veil, us Bright Scales. Well, Veil Riders sometimes have interactions with those, and sometimes they're different. I'm not exactly sure if color has changed before. I'm not much of a historian myself, so you might have to talk to someone else about that, because that's really not my thing. But yes, it was a little of both. There's certainly something unique about this. That's good.
So you're the Bright Scale, not your husband?
When you join a family in the Veil, you tend to begin to manifest these same physical representations, whether that be through marriage, through adoption, etc. It's a way of the Veil basically saying that you are a part of that family, whether by blood or elsewhere. If you were to marry a Bright Scale, eventually, if you spent time in the Veil, you would find yourself with a column of scales. And it's the same for the other families. Whatever traits they
Mara
have.
reaches back and touches the back of her neck. Are there any scales? Well, she considers Nawi family, so she's like, something happened and I wasn't aware.
But yes, that's basically how that manifests, and each family has a different small set of traits that set us all apart.
Is the soul a part of a family here?
What was that, sorry?
Is the soul a part of a family here that and have they, if so, have they gained traits?
The soul is an odd one. They're not really a part of any family. Not by lack of any of us trying. They just felt like they could help everyone, and so they chose not to formally join any of the families of the Vale, which we entirely respected their decision. There are some individuals who live here who don't join any of the families in any regard. But I don't see why, if they chose to join any of the families one way or another, that they wouldn't start manifesting something.
I like that.
So how long does the celebrations normally last?
Well, you know, granting or gaining a new Veil Rider is an incredibly rare thing. We tend to go a little, just a little bit overboard. A little bit. It's a big celebration, so, you know, it could last anywhere between a few days and a few weeks, realistically. But it's on and off celebrations. It's a big step in someone's life. So, but I'm also aware that as much as I would love to keep you here for a few weeks along with my daughter, I know that there are other things that you're being brought into, so I would not expect you to stay for that duration. Definitely at least a little bit of it, though. You need to go ahead and let off some steam at the very least, but...
I think at this, now around the corner. Psst. Mother, psst.
That's my cue to say I've spoken too much. They'll wander over to you. They'll give the party a little wink as they leave and walk over to you now.
She's like, she's like, this is what you laid out for me. This.
Well, considering the celebratory nature of all this, I thought it was lovely.
It's nice. I don't really. This is how it's fine. Okay.
It's something new. It's something different.
Yeah.
You look lovely.
Yes. Yes. And she comes around the corner, and she's in like tight, form-fitting, like hip hugging, like back open, stomach open, arms out, like dress. Legally a dress.
She's dressed to kill.
Yeah. She's like, hey, everyone.
Mara would walk up, hug.
Yes, please. I am sorry. I don't know how long it has been since you've seen me. It's only been about I think 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know how long it was out there. I apologize.
Well, before we came to the Vale, it was about a month.
Okay.
And we've been in the Vale. How long have we been in the Vale?
You don't know. No one knows.
And we've been in the Vale for like
Dawn
a
pipes up.
while.
We've slept 3 times here.
We bonded to Eidolons.
Oh, that is good. That is.
So we've been
cool.
here for a bit.
Okay. So it was a
but-
month, and I was here for a week. That's not too bad. Usually it's much worse.
But we have news, like lots of news. But this is your celebration, so we'll tell you news later.
Yes. Jacaranda, it's so lovely to see you. I'm sure you've had quite a time here. Have you met any of the others? I don't know where they are. They tend to do their own thing.
Which others do you mean? That I've met other people. I have met other people.
Yes. When I got here, I told my father about you, and then he let me know there are people like you who are here.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay. I have.
Good, that is good. I know you wanted to. I was told they are very free-spirited and like to just kind of hang out like they are a tree. But I'm glad you found them.
Well, we are.
Yes. Well, you know, like, you like to hang out and talk to us, and some of them like to hang out and not talk to people at all.
I go through those phases too. I just am not in one currently, so I do understand. But
Well, if you
yes.
do, let me know what forest you choose to be in, and I will like come visit once a week.
Oh, that would be so nice.
And I won't bother you. I'll just sit.
Yeah, I like quiet and being alone.
Yes.
Sometimes birds are nice.
She also likes gathering stories now too. She's gathered lots of stories.
And then I can
Oh,
tell
cool.
myself those stories when nobody's around. And it is like having company but not having to see people.
That is perfect. That sounds lovely.
I have a very important question to ask you, Nawi.
Yes.
Where is Lupa?
She points, and you see Lupa running over. She was.
And I have someone to introduce you to.
Oh.
This is Shikari. Shikari, this is Nawi.
Oh.
She is family.
Lovely to meet you.
Shikari is a horse-sized lynx with like a foxtail.
Oh.
And fox coloring.
Oh, nice.
And then when Lupa comes up, Lupa, this is Shikari, my friend I told you about.
Lupa's like, lovely to meet you. And then also when Lupa runs up, you realize down her spine is like a strike of like gold fur now.
Nice.
She had her own thing. There's like a parallel thing that like James the Goblin, like his Eidolon was like doing for her, like happened here for me. It's like a what did my dad say? It's like a dual graduation. That is what Dad said it was like. Hello, Doan, as well. Also, hello. Did you get the flowers? Flower. I only could find the one. They are quite rare.
They're rare here in the Verdant Vale.
Well, oh no, I guess no. Yes, I mean there are lots of them, but they are hard to. They are small. You see, because they are delicate. And then only some are fine being plucked, so you have to find another one. Then you have to find it in. But I could go find. I will go.
Dawn's going to interrupt you and just because there are people around, just like brush the scales on your cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Just say, "I like the gold."
Thank you.
And the
I
hand
like
kind
your
of stays
clothes.
there.
I think she kind of like rubs your hand. I like your clothes. They look. Did Ma get clothes for everybody?
Yes. How this isn't. I don't usually dress like this, but special ceremony. Mara.
Yes, I mean, same. I mean, I can bring it with me.
Mara can't take any more of this, so she's gonna be like, Shikari, Lupa, do you guys want to go play?
Jacqueline is just gonna kind of butt in but not realize that she is and be like, you both look very good. I think it looks great.
Oh,
I like
you.
what I'm wearing too. I mean, I know maybe after Mara walks away, maybe we should figure out a gift or a present that we can get for Mara for getting us such amazing clothing.
No, yes, I agree. We will okay, so you should go start asking Mara what kind of things she likes.
Oh, like what like just anything?
Yes. And then later we will meet in secret and you can tell us what she told you and then we will know because I do not know what kind of things Mara would like.
Okay.
Mara has a lot of money. She could buy anything that she wants.
But it's a gift from us.
No,
so we'll make it.
I understand. Oh. Like
we could make it. Okay. And then Jacaranda turns and walks away.
So there is a party thing, Duan, and then there's a dinner, and then if we stay tomorrow, there's a morning party. You don't have to drink at them. I recommend you don't drink at them if you've never had something. There are lots of fae here. You should not take drinks from them. They are not mean, but there are weird rules with that. I don't.
But we've stayed here for a few days now. Isn't it a bit too late for that rule?
Oh, probably. I am sorry. I did not know you were here. I would have. If I knew you were here, I would have come greeted you properly. So hello. And the drinks can be strong, the alcoholic ones, so you should be careful. Not that I would let anything happen to you, but and then there's a lunch thing, but you don't have to go. You don't have to stay.
Right. What is our current surrounding situation?
Binti never left.
Is my mom just fucking around the corner?
Like you're having this discussion with Dawan and like tripping over your words, and then like you look slightly past Dawan's eyes, and Binti is just like they're sorting something out on the table, but they just kind of look up and just give you this little cheeky look, and then look back down.
We have some time between now and the next thing. I can show you. I have a thing to show you.
Yeah. Other than that, like everyone's busy at this point. Everyone is running off, grabbing food, grabbing drinks, packing down the amphitheater, clearing like the space. There's people like there's hustle and bustle, but no one is really paying attention to you at this point.
I mean, Dawan's going to notice. Now his eyes look past her, and just
they definitely go wide.
Well,
like,
and just without turning around or anything. Your mother's behind me, isn't she? She's lingering.
Yes, we should go. There's time. I have to go to the dinner thing tonight, but after that, it's a lot of optional stuff. People won't notice if I'm there or not. But I can show you where I was when I had to. When I had to leave, and I had to leave. I'll show you, and then yeah, and then she just kind of starts walking and saying yeah.
Yeah.
Is Nawi wearing the ring of mind shielding?
No, question mark?
Okay. Then Mara sends a message to Dawan saying, oh yeah, you should let Nawi know that these rings let us talk to each other.
Dawan's just gonna send back only when we want him to, right?
I mean, we can't hear each other's thoughts.
Perfect. That's all you hear from him.
Okay. Unless Carter didn't tell me something. It's like, as far as I know,
the rings
like
of peeping. Dawan's gonna follow after Nawi, just like, and it's just laughing, just like out loud laughing at the why don't you show me where you found the flowers? The really hard to find flowers.
Yes, I will show you. So, and as a they're not hard to find. Like you should try out. They're not hard to find. They are delicate. There's delicate, and then there are some that don't want to be picked, and so you have to find another one. And they don't grow in groups; they grow separate. Besides the ones, some people plant them, but then that's like the garden, and you can't. That's you don't take someone's apples, you don't take their flowers. And in the wilds, they can't cross pollinate themselves. So, anyway, this is where I found it was over there by that tree.
So Mara, Lupa, and Shikari are playing tag.
Oh God!
You've just removed yourself. You're like, nope, we're gonna go over here and play.
We're gonna go play.
Cool.
I mean, listen, as soon as now we can keep rambling, but like as soon as we reach a hallway or
a tree,
garden, or a goddamn shrub with no one around, Dawan, while laughing, is just going to not grab your face, but like put her hands on your face.
And
I missed you. And then give you a kiss.
Now I will kiss her back. I missed you. That was nice. I'm sorry I talk I am very nervous.
I like that you talk a lot around me. Also, you should bring that dress with you, yes.
Okay. I was not sure. I was nervous because I didn't know how you would. But this is. My mom has other dresses like this I could take.
Surprise me.
Okay. I will let Lupa know to go grab some. 1 sec. And Lupa playing tag just stops. And then you see Lupa start laughing. And then now he's like, okay, she made fun of me, but she will get them.
That reminds me, the ring of mind shielding also can send messages, but it's, yeah.
We have rings?
You got the ring before we left. It's the one that protects us.
Did she? I thought she...
Yep.
No, didn't she say she didn't need one because she does mental stuff?
Nope, we got... Mari got them for all of us before we went to the... Well, after we got back from the
Austin
cavern.
Did not put it in my inventory, so...
Well, you have one.
I don't know, we do it first. Okay.
You have one. Whether you have it equipped or not is up to you.
I think now it's like a ring. I am bad with things, but if I was given you didn't give me a ring, right?
No, it was Mara, remember? And she's going to point at the ring that she's wearing. This.
And did you see her focusing? That guy I punched.
Yes.
Yes. If I got one, Lupa will remember. She's better without things.
Lupa's been wearing it on her pinky toe.
You probably gave it to her and you're like, put this on, and no, he's like, yeah, and then put it in her bag, and Lupa was like, Jesus fucking oh my god. Bless your heart.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Yeah, now we would ask Dawn if she wants to sit until dinner and catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not partying for a week, though. Your mother said these parties can last for a week. We're not expected to stay for a week, right? Weeks, no. Actually. She said plural weeks.
Yes, the last one ended about a week before I met all of you.
When did it start?
40 years ago, according to James.
Which is 100 of normal
our year.
Which is 3 minutes in the Vale. It's
not everyone goes to every party, but it's a long thing. It's a lot of it is a lot. But I have to go to the dinner, and then there is a breakfast thing. But after that, people will be celebrating just to celebrate.
Let's go celebrate.
Okay. And I don't know if you've been here a while, so you probably have somewhere to stay. But my house is here, and then I have my own. I don't have a house. That's my house. This is my mom's house. But I camp out. I have a not an encampment.
Wait. As soon as you say camp out, Dawan full belly laugh to the point where probably Mara hears her.
I know you don't like to camp. Did you like the bed?
I love the bed. All of the touches are so special.
Oh, I just thought you could. I, let's go celebrate. Seem like.
Scene light. Dawan's going to take Naoi's hand.
Yes, this is good. Yes, yes. I am I am new to this. So I am sorry if I don't. Okay, I don't want to offend you, and I don't want to move quickly. But this is good.
This is good, and I'm flattered that you think that I've done this before too. So
you seem very experienced.
I think I'm just happy to see you.
Oh,
But we can figure this out together at our own pace.
that sounds good. I am happy to see you too.
I did get your flower.
Thank you. Good.
Brenda, do you want to play tag? As I imagine Jack's getting there, right?
Phantom Menace style, like, scene wipe away.
And so, like, Jacaranda's like, so Mara, what's your favorite color or colors?
Blue.
Blue. Only blue?
All the blues.
All of the blues.
All of the blues.
And what things do you like?
Conversations with you.
No, like if there was a thing, like things or something that can be made. But not like conversations, like a thing.
Instruments?
Oh, like what? Like, did you have all of the instruments, like all of the blues?
Yes.
Every single instrument you like?
Yes. I prefer drums, though.
Okay. And what is it you like about drums?
Rhythm.
The rhythm of the drums. Do you like other things? Do you like daytime more? Do you like nighttime more?
Either.
You don't like one more or less?
No.
What about like the moon?
I mean, you prefer daytime because, well, you don't like dark. I could do with either.
I don't mind dark outside. I don't like dark inside things. Like underground dark. I like outside dark, like stars. I like stars. What about the moon? Do you like full moons, or do you like when it's not a full moon?
I have no preference. It's all beautiful.
You don't have favorites?
I don't.
So all of the moons.
All of the moons.
And Jacaranda is literally also taking
and
notes.
all of the suns.
all
three of them. There's 3 suns, right?
Wait, there are 3 suns?
There are 3 suns.
I need to get a lore doc, please.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have to...
Veka is in a trinary system, which is why its years are shorter. Its years and its months are shorter. It's closed trinary, so when there's one sun in the sky, all 3 are in the sky. When the sun sets, they kind of spin very slowly, and each sun is obscured like individually. And then the 2 moons are perfectly equidistant on each side of the planet, so they're never fully in the sky. They are always like split by the horizon.
That's fucking radical.
So 3 suns, 2 moons.
I like
Food.
animals, but they can't really be made. Well, I mean, they can be made, but
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
you can't create them.
What kind of animals do you like? Besides
All of them. Sure, her eyes get really big. All of them.
I just wish I could hold every animal.
Every animal. All of them.
Food.
What is Mara's favorite food? She would say, I really like meat pies.
Okay, meat pies. Any specific kind of meat?
I like venison.
Okay. I will ask before if I ever get you venison for a pie, so you'll know that you had the blessing of what you're eating.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. And
So
you
are we
like
ever
to
going to have a
drinking
party
things?
for you?
Oh. Well, but we're talking about you now.
Right. But we're here at Nawi Celebration, so you can see what parties are kind of like. So then when we get back and after we would deal with the things we're dealing with and we go to have a party, then you may know stuff that you like or don't like. So you should pay attention at the party to see if there's
Was that
stuff
a
you
party?
like. No, that was a ceremony. That was like a rebirth, kind of. So remember in the memories when we saw how Enkaima came to be and stuff
Yeah.
like that? It was kind of like that.
Oh, okay. But we're going to a party.
But we're going to have a party to celebrate the rebirth.
Oh,
We're going to have
like a birthday.
like birthday party, right?
Yeah, okay. What do you like for your birthday?
What do I like? Dancing.
What was your favorite birthday memory?
Okay, so then she gets really sad. You just see her face totally get sad. Well, my favorite birthday was probably the last one I had with my husband. We danced for hours and hours, and it was so beautiful.
Do you have, this is not Jacaranda, this is me talking. Does Mara have a like something that she can show what her husband would look like?
She doesn't.
Oh.
But when she's talking about him, you'll see her rubbing a ring that's hanging around her neck.
Okay.
But you have met Evan, his brother?
Uh-huh.
So if you asked what he looked like, she'd be like, almost exactly like his brother.
Are they twins?
No.
Oh, okay. They just look strong family resemblance.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that it feels like that is also a sad memory, but I hope you have many dances in your future that bring you happiness.
Have you ever danced?
Oh yeah, we danced. Oh, we did go to a party. Didn't we go to a party at
We did. We went to a ball.
Yeah, I danced there. It was
that's
like
right.
the wacky waving inflatable.
But I have a feeling
man.
that the party here may be more to your liking, since the people here seem to be more in tune with your nature, and that's kind of your thing.
Sounds fun. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
Sure, we should probably head in.
Yep.
Hopefully they're done making googly eyes at each other, but maybe not.
What do you mean? Whose? They're making eyes? Is that for the party?
They're giving each other looks of longing because they want to spend time with each other, but alone. And that won't happen for a while because everyone has to celebrate. You'll see. And she pulls her along. And I imagine Lupa's sitting there making smiling faces again.
I was gonna say, Lupa has been like, Lupa got the message from Nawi and was just like, I could stick around a little longer. And then that conversation happened between you and Jacaranda, and Lupa is on the floor at this point, just like, oh, God damn it. Everyone is a sweet bean in this family.
Lupa is like, I just love humanoids. Oh my God.
And Shikari's like, yeah, I'm used to that one.
Y'all two-legged people are weird.
Jacaranda, do I technically have 2 legs?
So Shikari's telling Lupa all the stories about when Mara was little and Shikari had to like save her from like falling over a cliff and all these things because Mara is always getting into things.
That conversation between them is happening kind of as you both make your way back, and Nawi and Dewan, you begin to make your way back as well. You all end up.
So Jacaranda's hearing this conversation because she always has speak with it.
Yes.
And Mara is just hearing little chirrups.
Yeah, little
But you do see Jacaranda taking more notes.
Is it like when freaking huskies try talk back to their owners?
Oh my lord. Amazing. Yeah, you kind of all begin to make your way back and kind of meet up where you were, and you see that this entire area has now been like cleared of all of the tiered seats and all of that kind of thing. It's kind of been made into this more of a large open decorative space. Individuals have already begun mingling and chatting with each other and grabbing food and grabbing drink. There's a lot of trellises that have been created to make like this, not a wall per se, but like definitely an enclosure of just this beautiful spread of plants and flowers that kind of continue on up. You see a few of the more druidic members of the Vale actually beginning to grow these trellises across the wooden frames with druidcraft. There's some music playing, but it's a little odd in the sense that some individuals have come and begun to play some instruments. There's a soft piece kind of playing. There's also like a missing instrument. It almost sounds like the Vale itself is kind of just very softly humming and singing along. There's just something very ethereal about it. You step forwards, and there's a few individuals that you recognize. Nawi, you see your family mingling with some of the other members of some of the other families. You can tell, everyone else can tell just by looking. Nawi's mother is 100% the diplomat, so to speak.
She's like fucking mom of the briding this whole situation. I can't stress enough. We walk in holding hands, and my mom lets out an audible shriek and starts making her way across the room.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
She is imagine like a Southern Belle mom, but she's like a Fey elf instead.
I mean, okay, Dawan's going to see this and just like give your hand a squeeze and say, I've talked to your mother plenty tonight. I'm going to get drinks. And then leave for a drink table.
I would, okay.
And Mara sees this and she's like gonna cut Binti off and ask her if she would like to dance.
No, he's like, thank you.
Oh, Mar, dance. Sure, why not? I don't want to be rude. Come on. And like, even though you asked, she immediately initiates. She grabs both your hands and just pulls you away. She is in charge. Like, Meanwhile, yeah, your father's in the back doing the typical like dad thing where they're like sat at a chair. They've got a like just a drink in hand. They're being spoken to, and they're kind of just nodding away, taking a drink. They eventually kind of make eye contact with you, and they just give you just a nice nod before looking back up at the person speaking to them, nodding.
The person
Going
speaking
back.
to them is like a hill giant.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like, yeah, no, you remember that one time?
Remember that one time that someone got stuck in a tree and even I needed a step ladder to grab it? Oh, so completely nonsensical stories. Dewan, as you head towards the kind of makeshift bar, there is, dressed in a very kind of traditional black and white suit, shirt, tie, like a little bow tie that's got a small rose just in the center, black jacket over with what seems to be a bluebell kind of pinned and is kind of just drooping over a little, is this skeletal figure that has vines and plants up past the jacket, wraps around its head, and it actually has two budding flowers in its eye sockets where it would usually be. And
very aesthetic.
It turns its head across to you and immediately reaches down, fumbles with a couple of bottles, pours something out, and kind of hands it to you. Just give that a go.
I didn't. Okay. What is it?
Something that matches the look. Give it a go.
Oh no, matches the look.
Wait, the look of the party, and she's just gonna like.
The look of a wonderful but very flustered individual who is very, very, very clearly out of their depth.
Fucking red, Jesus.
Thank you. I suppose I deserve that after that comment. And take a sip.
It is strong. It is strong, and it's got like a slightly bitter aftertaste, and it kind of, it's one of those drinks where like you kind of cringe a little. And
I mean, yeah, okay. I feel like Dawn would take a sip and then cough and then look at this individual and take another sip while looking at the individual.
It's to help you get over the nerves. That's all it is.
And then some. Thank you. Could I get another drink for that flustered individual over there? Points to Naui.
I know what she likes. And begins to create this little kind of concoction. There's the occasional like clack of bone against glass as they mix a few different things together. Just, there we are. Not really a drinker, that one, too much. So something a little more refreshing. Still strong though.
How considerate of you. Thank you. Yes. Thanks. And just she'll walk away with the drink, still nursing it.
Looks towards like the next person. It's just like, no, you. I've got the perfect thing for you, and begins like just mixing some more stuff. They have not taken a request this entire time. They're just handing out random drinks to
very
people.
Strong drinks to people. Excellent. Naui, this is for you.
Oh, yes, thank you. What do you... And she, like, smells yours. Oh. Okay. There's a party.
Apparently, I need to steel my nerves. And then she'll take, like, another long sip. And then just discreetly...
Yes, you will have a good time, yes. Yes, no, this will be good. It will be fun. We will not be able to dodge my mother all night. She will find us.
I am counting on it, and I'm counting on at least 2 more of these drinks before that happens.
2, yes, good. Hey, Jacaranda, would you like some soil or something?
I think I'm okay. I had a lot of sun exposure.
Okay, they have
earlier.
some mineral water. I don't know if you've ever tried
I'll
that.
take some of that. Also, she looks around to see if Mara's like still like far away.
Mara is engrossed
Dancing.
in conversation and dancing with
Okay.
Binti because she has some stuff to tell her. So,
Do you know how to make a drum?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Is that all?
Jacaranda, is there a specific... You know there's more than one kind of drum, right?
Oh, what kind of drum do you know how to make? Do you know how to make a drum that you make? It's an instrument, right? She said
yes.
She likes
Wait, there's more than one kind of drum?
More than one kind of instrument drum. Naui, yes, isn't there?
I know how to make one.
I think one's fine.
Just a standard drum, then.
Yes, like you hold in your hand and you hit with the thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Or your hand, right?
Oh, yes. She likes drums?
Yes, she said she likes drums. Well, she likes all instruments, and all blues, and all animals, all moons, all
animals,
suns.
Moons, suns.
And meat pies.
Oh, okay.
But drum first. Do you know how to make meat pies?
No.
Drum's fine.
I am not a great cook.
Really?
I can make the meat pie. Okay, that's quite a bit.
I could get you the meat.
Venison, but we had to ask first. I said I would.
There are hunting grounds that we use that those animals have agreed.
Okay. So venison meat pie, drum, and I'll take care of the design on the drum.
Oh, that is lovely.
Once it is made.
Perfect.
I think I'll put all the moon cycles, all the suns around, and other things too.
And we'll make it blue.
It'll be blue, yes.
Yes, this is good. This is perfect.
Jacaranda, do you have your notebook out while you're saying this? Are you checking your notes, or are you doing this from memory? Okay.
Notebook.
Cool. As this discussion is happening, Jacaranda specifically, you feel a sudden presence over your shoulder, just a little something, and as you kind of clock onto it, you see a little leaf just kind of pass your peripheral vision across the side. This little kind of yellow purple-ish leaf kind of continues, and it almost seems to be angling down towards the notebook in curiosity.
Can I help you?
That's such a Mara response. Excuse?
You were talking about a lot of things, and I was just very curious.
Dawn's mouth is hanging open.
Who is this that is
that's a leaf, is it? Okay.
As you've turned a little, you can see that this plant has stretched out from a golden section of this trellis. It's literally just this plant has almost animated and has now stretched outwards. Yes, it's the plant that's talking to you.
That's still strange.
And can they hear it? Can they hear the plant as well?
It's speaking in common. Yeah,
okay.
Speaking in common.
Well, normally you would ask when you want to join a conversation that you are not a part of.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Some people consider it rude to just look over people's shoulders and get in people's business. But I will take this as a learning opportunity.
Learning opportunity. Oh, okay.
How long have you been present?
I don't think I was present.
Like, how long have you been able to talk?
Oh, this many, and like from that little stem, 4 jasmine flowers pop up.
Days, years, hours, minutes, seconds.
I will let you know, Jacaranda. It's not going to understand what that means.
Were there
sunrises?
Yeah.
This is the veil. Time means nothing. We've learned this.
4 sleeps.
4 sleeps. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot to learn, so just be open but also be discerning. I don't think many people would lie, but they might.
Okay.
Do you know what lying is?
No.
Do you know what the truth is?
No.
Do you have a name?
Either.
Do you want a name? Do you have a name?
Don't think I have one yet. I don't remember if I do.
Do you want one?
Is it good to have a name?
It depends. Some people like having a name and some people don't. A name has power.
I want a name.
Okay, I'll tell you your name, but be careful who you tell it to.
Okay.
Do you want a name that represents what you look like? Or do you want a name that represents things you enjoy? Things you've experienced? Something you just like the sound of?
Yes.
So my name is Jacaranda because I look like the plant that is called Jacaranda. Do you want something like that?
Sure.
Jasmine. Do you like the sound of that?
Jasmine. Yeah. You can see as they say that, a few of the flowers kind of stick out from the bush and kind of pop up and bloom almost.
Then you are Jasmine, and it's nice to meet you.
Sorry, I was rude.
It's okay. You did not know, and now that you know, you can do better.
Yeah, I can't read anyway, and the plant kind of retracts a little. And yeah, you can see like it's on a trellis that's very different to the rest. It is kind of like this larger gold and doesn't seem to be connected to any other plants. Just seems like it's almost a chair for it, I suppose. Just a very strange like plant chair, as it were. But yeah, as this is kind of happening off to the side, Mara, as you've grabbed Binti and you've started dancing and twirling your way around, still giggle along for a little while, and then as you're dancing, you seem like one of the more diplomatic members of the group. I know what this is. You're stalling, but that's okay. That's fine. This is
actually, I wanted to talk to you. So
talk to me.
Yes, I feel that you should know everything that we're facing, since Nawi will be in danger. But I will do everything in my power to keep her safe. And then she explains, everything about what we're facing.
I cast exposition.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is what's going on. And it won't affect you all in the Vale, I don't think. I don't think they have the ability to get here, but in my plane, this is what we're facing, and we definitely need Nolly's help. But I wanted to let you know so you are aware.
I appreciate you letting me know. That certainly sounds like a tall order, a tall task.
Well, I don't know how much Nevin shares with you guys, which sounds like not a lot since no one ever sees Nevin. But I think that person that was sneaking around was Nevin. But anyway, that's besides the point. I thought you should know, in case something does happen, you are aware of what we are facing.
The appearance of a Veil Rider usually signifies that something has gone dreadfully, dreadfully out of balance.
You could say that again.
Sounds like, one way or another, all of this was meant to happen. And Nawi is tough and capable. She'll be fine.
By the way, Mara had this conversation with Dewan's grandmother too. At some point,
I would have assumed, yeah.
Because Mara's like, you have family, they need to know. I know you guys don't think they need to know, but they need to know. And Mara's already told her parents, so.
Well, I'm confident that whatever needs to happen will happen, so I know everything's going to be fine. You're all capable. Nawi's capable. Everyone else is capable. And you seem like you've got something good going on here, so.
I think we do. We all work well together, and it has been an amazing ride so far, but I'm kind of a worrier at heart, so I thought I would share the information.
Oh, confidence aside, a mother's worry is incredibly strong. But I know this is going to be the right thing, and you're all going to go on to do good things. I'm sure. Well, that was an awfully long story. I think I'm going to go get a drink. Okay. And perhaps see if anyone else tries to impede my progress. She throws you a little wink, heads over to grab herself a drink.
And then Jacaranda. Just kidding.
I think Beatty would like easily deflect a Jacaranda approach to just like, did you try talking to the plant on the table? What? You just like keep walking.
No, Jacaranda walks up. What are googly eyes?
Google said that people in here are making googly eyes. They were making them and sharing them.
I see. Well, I mean, I've made eyes before, not exactly googly eyes, but you know,
we all make eyes
them?
sometimes.
By the way, that whole time Mara was dancing with Binti. She has like leaves and twigs and things in her hair because she was wrestling around with the animals.
I love that.
It's like little like grass stains and stuff across the dress.
Well, you can't see the grass stains. She wears dark blue for a reason.
Sorry, go on, Jacaranda.
I don't know if she'd ask Binti or who, but she wants to know if there's like a library or something like that in that she like with children's books, like learning to read books.
Children's books? Yeah, definitely. There would be there's not really any institutions in the Vale, so to speak. There's no like school building or whatever. It's very much just kind of like everyone teaches everyone. But there would be like in some places where books are kept, there would also be children's books along with those. Again, not really like a library, but like random people's
books.
houses.
Yeah.
Random people's houses that just have collections of books, both from their plane of origin, if they had arrived at the Vale, and just general books.
Okay.
So Mara would head over to Nawi's dad, sit down next to him. So, Pops, should we expect you for the winter holiday?
I think Pops is a new one. You must be... You must be my wife of the group, I see. The social one.
Sure. I'm very social. Would you like a hug?
I'll pass, thank you. Expect for the winter?
The winter holiday, whatever they call the winter holiday from where she's from.
If
Yuletide, whatever we're calling it.
If Nawi wishes for us to spend some time with you all, then that is something that could be arranged.
Okay. It's a date then.
Pauses for a moment, just kind of looks at you, realizes
An
it's
engagement?
probably better not to it's probably better not to try and fight this, and just kind of turns back, takes a swig of his drink, swig of their drink, and they'll still with this kind of like hill giant talking next to them, they'll look up and just kind of give a look back to you. How long are you going to be staying, do you think?
Well, we really should get back. There are things going on that I understand the Veil will get us there when we need to be there. But I would like to not put it off much longer.
All right.
So at least Nawi's, from what I understand, dinner tonight at least. Maybe 1 or 2 more days. I don't know, but we won't be able to stay for the weeks of celebration that this normally entails.
All right. I overheard some of the conversation. Given a little time, I might be able to get you some information.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Since all the information we have so far, we've deduced on our own, so at least some confirmation of some of the things that we think are going on would be amazing.
I have a past. I think that might be particularly relevant in this situation, especially when it comes to ensuring my daughter has the best chance of success.
Then yes, we can stay as long as it takes for you to get this information.
Excuse me. And they take a swig of their drink, they stand up and incredibly briskly just leave the area entirely. And they don't make an effort to hide this at all, so anyone who's being perceptive would see this.
I think now he sees them leave and like taps Dawn on the shoulder. I need to go see what they are doing. That is, I don't know if you met them too. That's my dad.
need to unmute. Yes, not quite as talkative as your mother.
No, I will be right back. I am sorry. My mother will definitely find you and bother you. I apologize in advance.
There's just like a look of mild panic on her face when you say that. But you are welcome to leave. Just like a, oh God, I'm going to be alone again.
And yeah, she's gonna follow her dad out. Again, not like sneaking. She's just gonna like walk out. Father, is everything okay?
No, you stepped away from your celebration.
Well, you stepped away from my celebration first.
Fair. I was just going to go ahead and something one of your friends said piqued my interest, so I was going to go ahead and dig up some old books.
Oh, from your old job?
I hadn't realized you'd gotten yourself tangled in that mess as well.
Well, maybe it is for a reason. I know you have some regrets. Maybe I can, make things right for the family.
Perhaps.
And she's like, she like towers over them. Like her and her mom are way taller than her dad. But she'll like put a hand on his shoulder and like kind of crouch down. You know you don't have to go back to any of that stuff. You don't even have to keep it. You're here now. I can take care of it.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried.
Well, I mean, I have already died once. What's the worst that could happen? Huh?
Somehow that's not exactly comforting.
I know. That's what Duan says too.
She's a good one. In case I ever got the opportunity to right some of those wrongs, I kept a few of my research notes. Not many, just a few. It's not exactly my department, but if there is anything useful in there, I can take a look.
Okay, well, I am not great with books, but if you need help, Mara and Dewan are quite resourceful themselves.
They nod once. I'm aware that you might leave soon. I understand that you have multiple very important callings, but do me a favor, please. Before you leave, let us speak for a moment without your mother present in the house.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Good luck, though. I don't know how you could finagle that without sicking her on someone else.
I'm aware I might have to set up a decoy.
You could ask Jacaranda. They love to talk.
I don't think your friends would like me that much if I sicked your mother on them.
I don't think Jacaranda would be upset as long as they could. They are in a talkative mood, I am told. So right now would be a good time, but I guess tomorrow they may not want to talk. So you could ask them what they think. But they are a great talker. They just talked to the archer. The archway came to life, by the way. I don't know if anyone did that, but we should probably get it.
The archway, and they kind of look towards where you were signaling. Just yes, I'm aware of who you speak. Our most recent addition to the Vale.
Their name is Jasmine now.
Oh, they have a name.
I don't know if you want to do your usual teacher thing, but they don't know like words or anything, so I think you have a new student.
There's a little glint in their eye. A little smile kind of stretches across their face. It seems so.
Well, I should go back. I am sure Mother is harassing. Well, I have a question for you, Father. When you are friends with someone, when do you ask them if you want to be not friends?
Well,
do you talk about it, or do you just
right.
kind of write it out?
I mean, your mother was very much the instigator in that particular situation, but
I don't. Okay. What did she? I don't know if I want to do what she did.
I know you well enough, I think, at this point, Naomi. Just without attempting to sound cliche, just speak what's on your heart with stutters and nervousness and all of that included. Don't try and make yourself overtly brave. Just say it. I understand that's probably not a helpful response, but...
Oh, no, that is much better. I thought I had to do something like the right way. I can just say stuff all the time. I'm saying stuff right now. That is very easy. Thank you. I should get back because Mother is probably harassing Duan, and then I will ask Duan if they want... I don't know if they want partner or girlfriend. I don't know what word they would like, but I will ask.
Well, there's your starting point.
But Mother has most definitely found them by now. Mara had already deflected, and Jacaranda was helping Jasmine.
Go and save them.
Good. And she'll hug her dad. Thank you for coming.
I'll be back. I won't be long.
Oh, okay. I mean, time doesn't work here anyway. Who's to say?
There's a little half smile. Just, that means I can't be late. And then they'll walk away. Yeah. So this party kind of continues for a little while. Now you indeed return to after Binti Jacaranda have had a bit of a conversation. They have just honed in on just, so, Duan, what do you think? They looked very nice up there, didn't they? And the colors are just so splendid, aren't they? Did you like the outfit? I'm just like reeling off, just assaulting you at this point, just with chatter and gossip and words. Is there anything specific at this kind of like celebration that you still wanted to cover? Anyone at this point? Otherwise, we can just go ahead and say that the celebrations continue.
Jacaranda would have tried to get whatever like kid books and stuff like that she could, and then would be like back like with Jasmine, like trying to be like, this is this letter and this, and that's what this means here. And like this picture, that's a dog.
See Jack, see Jack run.
Yeah.
I love this.
At some point now, I would ask each member of the party to dance. We don't have to use scenes for that, but she would dance with everybody at some point. When she gets back to her mom, like harassing Duan, she probably takes her to the dance floor then, just like Oh, it's dance time. Oh my god. Yeah. We'll catch you at dessert for sure.
You're disengaged. Like, okay, let's go.
I mean, if we're dancing, Dawn's just gonna be like, this is going to make her worse, right?
I thought on my feet. I'm not as smart as you. It stopped her for now.
What about when we're done dancing?
Oh,
I'll go get another drink.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, that's all I would do.
Mm-hmm. The party continues. More individuals end up showing up, and you engage in as little or as much small talk as you would like. There's definitely a lot of focus around you, Nawi, for obvious reasons. You find yourself often kind of caught off guard by individuals as you're kind of like walking up to Jack or walking up to Dewan. All of a sudden, you just have someone like, Nawi, and like pulls you away and introduces you to their family. Like it's one of those shindigs.
And this is like, this isn't if like, your family and cousins had a party for you. This is if like the city you lived in had a party for you.
Yeah. You're meeting people you've never even met in the Vale. Even being like this long here, there's still people here.
If this is my grandma, I guess I believe you. Who are you?
Mara's just being a social butterfly, just talking to everyone. But one time when Dewan and Nawi is dancing, Mara is going to go up to where the rest of the people who are playing instruments, and she's going to sing a love song for them. I am not going to sing. Mara will sing.
Gay.
Amazing.
What is the equivalent to that Little Mermaid song? You want to kiss the girl?
Yeah, that's what came.
That is equivalent to that.
Marge is doing this
dead.
fantastic.
I'm dead.
Yeah. Ultimate wing woman.
it's probably about then that your dad comes back, Vinci runs over, and they're just like, oh shit, I thought I missed this. Like it's just getting dragged over. It's one of those, like, they are wonderful and in love, but they are two very different people when it comes to social interactions.
I have one more thing that Jacaranda, or that I want to do.
Yeah.
The skeleton that's giving people things based on what they look like. I think like maybe Jacaranda might have overheard them do it to someone, and then would just like stand in front of them and stare at them to see if they could figure out like a drink to give.
Wait. Alcohol, non-alcoholic. You want some apple juice?
Just like blank, just staring and blank.
Oh, all right, cool. Serene. All right, got it. Got it. And they reach underneath and like grab a couple of bottles. They grab this like little metal pan, flick their fingers. There's a little flame that shows up on like the end of their like bone thumb. Cook underneath, let it go, messing around with things, and they pass to you this apple infused like herbal tea, as it were. Kind of hands it over to you and just, I don't really know what alcohol does to plants, so I'm just gonna play it safe. It's nice, it's fruity, it's a little sweet, little tart perhaps, but it hits in all the right places.
Wise choice. And then just walks away. Like doesn't even drink it in front of them, just walks away with it.
If a skeleton could sweat.
Wait, I have a very important question now that this has been presented to us, this scenario. Jacaranda's tree, right? And like her legs are roots. And kind of her fingers are appendages. Does she just stick her hand in the drink to drink?
Yeah, I probably.
Good choice.
She hasn't done it before.
Mara tried to get her to drink it, sugar water, and she wouldn't drink it. So
Yeah, I just stand in a pot outside or stand in the mud. Usually I drink through my feet, but that does not seem like a good party
I'm at a
etiquette.
party.
I think I did spill something on the ground somewhere we were. I just poured it on the ground and then stood in it, but
That's beautiful.
I
Never
won't do that
change.
here.
So does Jacaranda like this drink?
I don't
Asking the
think
real
so.
questions.
Good choice. Oh, this is garbage, but I want
Just like pours it outside.
Nice try. You know what? A+ for effort, bud.
I think more like if it was maybe like something fermented, possibly like she would enjoy it as like more like fertilizer or something like that, like compost. So if it was like a rotten apple in like mulch.
Delicious. Wait, no,
like,
that's for the horses.
Old tea leaves that were like not quite fresh. Something that he would not serve people.
I get you. Okay. With that being said, the party continues without a hitch, and it continues on. Eventually, you do find tiredness beginning to strike you as some individuals have already left, some new people have shown up. Like, this is just a continuous celebration going on here. But yeah, eventually you get tired. You can choose to retire to where you were beforehand, or if you would like to organize something with Naui staying on the Whitestail estate, then that's up to you. Estate. You are muted, so I thought you were going to say something.
I'd probably just follow where everybody else is going. So maybe the Bright Scale estate.
I think Dawan would go back to Ninix and just wish Naui a good night, and I'll see you at breakfast celebration number 1A.
Yes, it will be less dancing.
I hope so. I don't know how I will feel tomorrow.
I hope you have a lovely evening. I come over here and try like find a spot without anyone else. So, you know, we do you? So I like you. But more than like I liked you before. With more than friends like you.
Yes.
And I think you will feel similar.
Yes, and
so we are. I don't know if I have not taken you on a date yet. So when this is done, I can take you on a real date.
Okay. I guess adventures together don't quite count as the typical.
They could.
Date. Well, then we've been on many dates, Naui.
Okay. And so, do you like partner or girlfriend, or is a different term I should use? Or we could just be friends if that is too much.
Wait, Jesse is dying over this conversation. Good Lord. I feel like I would like to be more than friends.
Okay.
Girlfriend seems Such a funny term, no?
I was not sure because like my mom uses it for some of her friends, but then she uses it for some of her friends that are not just friends. And so it gets confusing when she's like, my girlfriend is coming over, and I think it's like, like her friend from up the road to like have tea, and then there's like a lady she makes out with, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I mean, I suppose I'm a lady you make out with, no?
Yes, but you say it's a weird term, and so that's like there's partner, and then it's it is more defined. I guess some people could think we are like business partners, but that would be weird.
I like partner.
Okay, okay, that is good. Well, I hope you have a good sleep, a good night. And I'll see you in the morning. Would you like a kiss?
That's an actual Dawn laugh. As she leans forward, like nodding yes.
Okay. And she'll give you. Well, she's like, last time I made sure we were alone, and so we'll be alone. And she'll give you a kiss. Okay, I will walk you back out now, and then you can say. I already said goodnight to you, but okay, I will let you say goodnight to the others.
Dawn says goodnight to the others.
Good night.
And you two are welcome.
Just the silhouette of Jack Ryan and Bindi, like, at the window.
I know, I'm kind of like thinking Jack Ryan had like started following and then is kind of like, they're going somewhere secret, so maybe I won't.
Starts following. He's like, actually, I'm taking root right here.
Yeah.
Mara's gonna stay at the Bright Scale estate, and she would ask Dawn before she leaves if she could bring the stuff with her tomorrow.
Yet another good reason for me to go home or go back to my grandmother's. Yes. Anything else you'd like me to grab?
You might want to ask her tonight to prep you some hangover tea for the morning, because you are not used to the level of drink that you had.
I am surprised you are awake.
Make sure you drink lots of water before you go to bed.
I am very impressed that you are awake, actually.
I feel like there was some sort of stimulant in that drink. Or I'm so tired, I'm no longer tired. I'm going to go to bed now.
Smash cut to Dawn falling asleep in her party dress.
And then Mara would say, Nawi, it looks like most everyone is leaving. Is now a good time to talk about the things that we found after you left us?
Oh, yes, we can talk on the way.
Okay. So Mara lets you know about everything they found. I don't know how much you watched while you were off, but basically we're going on a space heist.
That you say space, and now he's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
We're going... There's a flying ship that we're going to infiltrate.
Oh. Okay, so we have to go to the sky.
Yes, to get information about where these beings are keeping the people that they've kidnapped. We have estimated that they'll be above this island in 3 days from when we left. Oh. And supposedly the Veil is going to get us back there in time. We're going to take a ship from Ensaya over to the island.
Okay.
That the Queen's going to provide us with. And Perhaps no longer goes by the name Perhaps. Their name is Logan.
Logan.
Yes, and they are now inhabiting the body of a necromancer.
Oh, that seems
necrodancer.
Necrodancer?
Yeah, it was.
You've had an eventful month.
There's music.
Boy,
it was a whole thing.
There was a whole thing.
There was music. Okay, so, well, Sue, I suppose if we have to be somewhere in 3 days, then the Veil, you leave, you go, you get there when you need to, and you get back when you need to. So,
right.
In theory, that should work. It happened one time when someone left and they got back before they had came, and then they almost ran into themselves. It was a whole thing.
And I don't know if you've heard Orin got called home.
I was wondering because only you three had shown up.
Yes, and Eridan is still on her own quest here in the Vale.
Yes, we got here together,
Their own quest.
and we got here together, and then we hung out for like a day, and then I had to go do some stuff. And then the first time I came back, they were no longer at the house. My mother said they had woken up and they left a letter and they had left.
Yes.
So they are somewhere. This is as far as explorers have figured, a ever expanding place.
Yes, I've been in contact with them, and they say that our paths have diverged for now. So we don't know when they're coming back. Yeah. But this is all the stuff we found out, and she would just catch you up on everything. And she would tell you about Greystone, which is our home, or not Greystone, whatever we call it. And she would tell you, about your lodgings there and everything.
That sounds lovely. This is my parents' house, and it's like like in the middle of this clearing, a like 2-story like just like dope as shit cabin with like one wall is like all windows. And when you like cross, there's like a fencing. She's like, so everything past this fence is my parents. So Jack, you can take route anywhere you'd like. Mara, there are the second floor is mostly guest rooms. You can pick whichever one you want. They all have their own suite, I'm told. I don't sleep inside much. My father has a workshop in the basement. The main floor is pretty normal. I think that is everything. Mother probably will not bother you while you are here. She mostly hangs out over in the fields over there, and there's like a meadow of like wildflowers. She also doesn't sleep inside much. She had this land, and then when she met my father, he wanted a house because he was from outside, and so they built this house for him. We mostly go in for meals and when he wants to hang out with us, but we all kind of have our own space. I camp out over there, and there's like an old kid's like fort like in a tree, and then like a clearing that she's made into like a little encampment with like a tent and stuff.
Is it okay if Shikari joins you for the evening?
Oh, of course, yes. Oh, well,
he much prefers sleeping outside as well.
Joanne wanted me to bring this, so I will change and not get it dirty, and then I will go sleep, and then gets ready for bed.
Yeah,
let's sit in like a protector.
Like as we are, I guess, going to sleep outside, Jacaranda would want to catch you up on all of the plants that she met, because she felt like that was left out of Mara's description of what Nawi missed.
No, now he's super into it. She's like stargazing. Is like, really?
So she has like all
Mara would say we have a greenhouse now, and it has all these plants because the necromancer was collecting all these plants from other worlds or whatever. They're special plants, but I'm sure Jacaranda will tell you all about them.
So like, she has all these drawings of like all the ones from the greenhouse, but also just like the ones that she met walking around outside, like with drawing like, this is Bruce the spruce.
Incredible.
And he's very nice. He likes being quiet, so we don't talk a lot, more just stand next to each other. And Galen, he's an oak, also very quiet. They don't like talking much. I don't think they expect it. They're usually pretty surprised, to be honest. And then like all the plants from the greenhouse too, like this is them and like their personality and stuff.
It sounds lovely. I cannot wait to see it.
Before Mara falls asleep, she would do sending to that shady individual that we saw. And she would say, thank you for sending Nawi to us. We're going to need her. And then she would go to sleep.
No response, but it's been sent. All right. Everyone gets ready to, in their various different places, get ready to take a night's rest. Well, a night. As night as the veil can be, I guess. You can go ahead and mark down a long rest, get all that reset. Sleep finds you relatively quickly. The only real interruption happens probably a couple of hours in at this point, as Nawi, you're woken up by a little kind of clearing of the throat, a little. Have you got a moment?
Yes, sorry. I puts her spear down. Yes, sorry. You don't sneak up on a Veil Rider.
In fairness, you've only been one for half a day.
Well, I am one, so it counts. Yes, sorry, yes.
Come on, I only managed to get rid of your mother for a short amount of time.
Oh, okay, yes. It is the middle of the. What could she be doing? Did you call Sharon? That's the one who hangs out at night.
As you kind of get a look at your father, they've kind of pulled up a little log, taken a seat, and they look towards you and just something like that. I'm sorry this ended up happening now.
It's okay. I'm not that tired.
They reach down into a little bag that they brought along with them. Very clearly, you know that your father has a few bags of holding here and there, just as storage for research materials. They reach down, they reach in, and they pull out this quite large, pretty damn large actually, thin wooden box that seems to have various different engravings across the box itself. Very decorative, this large kind of intricate lock, which is definitely part mechanical, part magical in nature. They kind of rest it on their lap. They'll look towards you and just, this is what I wanted you for. And they'll nod towards you and give you a smile. Just a little kind of smile in the corner. And can I just check over the box for a moment? Look back towards you. This is going to be interesting to take in. And they'll nod a couple times, just reassuring themselves almost. And that's where we'll leave off for the night.
Like right before.
What?
It's going to be a lot to take in.
Oh my god.
Until next time. Do 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 do.
Cool. Yeah, that is where we will leave off for the night. It's been a pleasure playing, as per usual. Give everyone a chance here, just a chance to plug their stuff. Let people know where they can find you and how to support you and all that good stuff. Gonna start backwards from last time. So, Rochelle.
Hi, I'm Rochelle. Dragon Gem here on Twitch, the Dragon Gem on Twitter. You can catch me Sundays and Wednesdays on my own channel. I play lots of puzzle games. I'm gonna start God of War on Wednesday. All proceeds from my channel get donated to local animal shelters in my area. But you should come hang out. That's all I got.
Awesome.
That's me. I'm next. Hey, I'm Austin. You can find me on Twitter at Austin, at Sailor SCT Austin. You can find me here on Monday. On Wednesdays, you can find me on my podcast, Secret Histories and Nerd Mysteries, wherever you get podcasts. And on Saturdays, you can find me on Transplanar RPG over on Twitch, where I'm part of an alternating cast every other Saturday to get the full Transplanar experience. This Saturday is my episode. Hooray! So check it out this Saturday, Transplanar RPG over on Twitch. Episode airs at 7 p.m. Central, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, I think that's the right time, math. I don't know what it is, Western and like BST and all. I barely know time.
8 p.m.
That
Eastern would be 3 p.m. West?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think
no.
so.
No?
3?
5.
5?
3 hour
Is
difference.
it a 3 hour difference? Okay, I didn't know if it was a 3
West
or 5.
and
Anyway, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see all that kind of stuff. I'm also a game designer, player, lover, so there you go. That's me. Take it back, Ray.
Take it back.
I'm gonna
now,
pass
y'all.
it straight over to Melissa.
Oh, I am Melissa, also known as So Much Geek, SEW Much Geek. And if you check out my store on Threadless, they're having a $15 t-shirt sale, as well as everything else being on sale for I don't know how long. So get it while it's there. And I do art sometimes, and I'm just enjoying being alive, I guess. That's like the main thing I'm doing.
Isn't that a mood?
I'm just living.
That's certainly some kind of vibe.
Nice.
Brilliant. Jesse.
Hi, I'm Jessie. I'm Jahoos the Moose on the interwebs. I do art things. I did these backgrounds. I did one for Austin too. But the webcam is dumb. I'm also just kind of surviving, living, hanging out. But if you can usually hear me playing games with my friend Ren at thornydryad.twitch.com. You should go support them because they're amazing.
Sweet. As always, follow all these wonderful people, support them in what they do. They are fantastic. Hi, I'm Ray, your humble GM for the Mind of the Martyr. You can find me over at Red Mage Ray on Twitter. Sudden mind blank of just what do I do?
What do I say?
What do I do? Who am I? Yeah, you can find me here every Monday doing this with these wonderful people. You can find me over on Polished Cryptid's channel on Thursday/Wednesday, depending on your time zone. We are wrapping up with our epilogue for the Stygian Shroud, which was a 12 to 20 Curse of Stride rewrite/sequel. I put a lot of time into rewriting pretty much the entire module, so it's been good, and I'm thrilled we're at the end, but I'm also kind of sad we're at the end. So yeah, that's wrapping up over there. Partly my news, partly Friends from Roll Dice's news. Our Hades 4-shot will be going ahead next month. That'll be every Friday. I'm gonna say Friday and hope that's correct. That is going to be a Blades in the Dark 4-shot set in the Hades universe as a fan project, which is going to be really cool. Each episode is going to be a different level from the game Hades, so we shall see how well our adventurers do, and there will be a post on that very shortly. I will be GMing Blades in the Dark for the first time, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not prepared at all. I'm very nervous about it, but I'm thrilled regardless. That's
You're
basically
gonna do fantastic.
Here's hoping. Other than that, I'm trying to do more in the space. So hey, if you need a player or a GM, or you want someone to write some cool lore for you, or design mechanics, or homebrew a bunch of crap, I'm your person. So check me out. With that being said, I think the only other thing I need to mention before we go is Wednesday, our Urban Shadows game. It's finally coming to Friends Who Roll Dice, for which we are super excited about. The cast is fantastic. They are thrilled. They are ready to go. There is a promo graphic about it on our Twitter, so you should definitely check that out at Friends Roll Dice. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be just fantastic. You should definitely check that out. Yeah, I think that's everything I need to mention for now. So we are going to go ahead and send the love that you have shared with us somewhere else. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the people that we've been working with, Roll20, Dice Envy, and Ranking Coffee. Thank you so much. Keep well, keep safe, keep medicated, wear a mask, get your vaccine if you haven't already, and please keep moving forward. We'll see you next time. Bye.